Hi, my name is Taylor Ewing from Watford City High School.
Hi, I'm Emma Mogan, also from Watford City High School.
I'm Ellie Schmitz, also from Watford City High School.
And I'm Lydia McCauley, also from Watford City High School.
All right, guys, let's reintroduce ourselves. Taylor, you start.
Hi, I'm Taylor Ewing, originally from Idaho, and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Emma Mogan, and I am a junior, and I am originally from Watford City.
I'm Ellie Schmitz from Watford City, North Dakota.
Hi, I'm Lydia. I'm originally from Minnesota, and I'm also a junior.
You guys are part of the student ambassador programs. Taylor, we'll start with you. What interests you about your student ambassadorship? The programs and that sort of thing.
Well, basically, what our main focus and our main goal is to maintain and to grow our population here in Watford City and to show all of the good things that come with living here. We like to help get involved in all of the oil field companies and get our school involved in our ambassadors program and student council involved, and just try to make all the people who are moving here from all different states, make them feel welcome and make them feel part of our North Dakota family and feel as home here.
I'm Emma, and my main interest in this is I'm an athlete, and I like the idea of getting people more involved in the kids, knowing that we have good sports programs and other programs within the school that they can get more involved in and enjoy, so they would like to stay here more. And I would really like to convince people to be a part of our community.
I'm Ellie, and my main interest is getting as many people to Watford City as possible because it's a really fun, welcoming community, and we just want to have more opportunities here for everyone. And the more people we have, the more opportunities we can give all our students and all our community members.
I'm Lydia. Coming from out of state, this is a different opportunity that we didn't have in my hometown. So getting to see this come to life is really cool, and getting to help all these kids coming from out of state. They might be scared like one of us was moving here, and making them feel welcome and not scared to be here, and getting them to want to stay, because this town has a lot to offer for their students and anyone that comes here. So getting to watch them, I guess, thrive and have all these new opportunities they wouldn't get elsewhere is really cool.
Taylor and Lydia, this is for the two of you, and then Emma and Ellie, you'll be next, because the two of you grew up in Watford, right?
Yes.
And the two of you moved in here.
Yes.
And those are two completely different worlds. The two out-of-towners, how long have you guys been here? And just talk to me about your integration process.
I'm Taylor, and I moved here in the middle of 7th grade, and we all know as junior high kids that's a hard transition. And so when I came here, it was difficult for me to make friends, and it wasn't I guess I pushed myself away because I was scared and I missed my home. But the more I got to be around the people of North Dakota, and the more that I got to share my times and memories with them, I learned how much of a wonderful place this was. And moving, I just know that coming from where I did in Idaho and moving to North Dakota and being put in the positions that I've been put in and learning and growing from where I am, I definitely wouldn't be in the same place here in North Dakota that I would be in Idaho.
I moved here in 5th grade at the beginning of the year, and I kind of had the same problem. I didn't make friends very well. I kind of pushed myself away. I just wanted to move home and be close to my family again. But growing up here, it got me to see all the opportunities this town has to offer, and everything that we're getting started now as we've all gotten older is really cool to watch. And I definitely would not have the same opportunities I have here than I would back in Minnesota. So that's really cool to see, and getting to be a part of these on the other side rather than being the kid coming in and getting to help them and just kind of telling them yeah, this might kind of suck when you first get here, but if you let it help you, it will, and it'll open a lot of doors for you in your future.
Thank you, Lydia. Emma, Ellie, and hearing the same thing that they had, which was, making friends, and those are some pretty common things, but you guys are in leadership positions as well. So after talking about growing up, transition into kind of that leadership role, because making new kids feel welcome is part of that leadership role. Go ahead. Ellie, we'll start with you.
I think that it's been so cool watching our little town grow. We have so many more stores and community opportunities around. So as our school's grown, so has our student council program. So there's more opportunities for people to be in the leadership position. And I think that's really cool to watch new students who haven't been here that long join student council or join the basketball team or any sort of club we have at Watford City. I think it's really cool to watch them take those opportunities and to start opening up and finding out that Watford City is a really good place to be and a really fun community to be in.
I'm Emma, and living here all my life, basically. I've watched my sisters growing up and stuff like that, and it's been so small, and everyone supported each other, and as we've grown, and the town has grown, we've gotten more and more people with the oil boom. And this has just created a bigger opportunity for us to reach more people and create this kind of program and give more people opportunities to be in different clubs, because before we didn't have enough interests for different things, and now we do because of the people. And it's really exciting to watch Watford City grow the way it has.
How about Lydia, Taylor, the two of you out of state? You mentioned you had some reservations and some fears about integrating in, and now you guys are in leadership roles. Talk about how you ended up doing that and why this program, I guess, attracted you to it.
I'm Taylor. So I think just as every family and every kid who does move to a new town, they always have those fears. They always have those struggles and those just basic nerves. And so I think that's what I was feeling, was just those, what everybody feels, just scared, nervous, new things, just something I wasn't used to. But once I finally put myself out there and kind of found out who I was and wanted to take control of helping the school grow and helping the community grow and helping other kids transition here better than being scared and help them feel better about moving here. This program was opened up, and immediately I think our entire student council was very interested in it. But being a leader in the school has really helped me grow from who I came to North Dakota being, and I've grown to be this leader because I have put myself out there and I've reached out for different opportunities and seen all of the good in North Dakota, and I've used the school and everything that all of the resources that it gives us and our community. Most people who come from big towns don't have opportunities to serve on councils or committees, and for me personally, I serve with the county census and the county coalition, and I know that I wouldn't have been able to serve on that if I came from a bigger town. And I just want to help people see all of the different opportunities that they have here.
I'm Lydia. Kind of the same deal for me. I put myself out there. My parents kind of pushed me to find something you want to do and go do it. We'll support you. It was kind of a hard time the first couple years finding something I like to do, but as I got older, more opportunities came up, and they all had I had interest in all of them, so I kind of just took opportunity of that and kind of threw myself right in there. So this program definitely showed me who I can be and helped me build my leadership position in this town and the community. I don't currently serve on any city boards, but I've seen my sister and the people at this school serve on them, and it's a great opportunity, and it helps them build their future and open new doors for them getting to help like that. So I guess just being in a leadership position now really opened my eyes to see there's so much to offer, and there's so much these kids can do to build their potential for the future, and even now just build opportunities that'll help them.
How about when it comes to like the leadership roles with the workforce out there? Is anybody finding a pretty good, I mean, you mentioned city leadership role. I didn't even know that exists, by the way. Is anybody in that city leadership role she's talking about? What is that?
Just how I'm Taylor, and just how I'm in the county coalition and the county census. I'm just a student representative.
Okay.
from
Yeah, I didn't know
us.
that exists, so okay.
Yeah, so that's a super cool opportunity that our kids can take a hold of and get initiative and get involved in the community. And maybe that being in those have helped kids to see what they want to do in their future and to see how a city runs and how there's lots of people who help make our city great.
How about the workforce side of things? That's kind of introducing you guys to some new skills, that sort of thing. Talk to me, but especially the two that grew up here. You've watched this grow right before your eyes, literally. Talk to me about that. I mentioned opportunities before. I know it's when you're young, it's hard to understand what opportunities are, but I drove into town and saw JL Beers, and I thought, wow, there's opportunity for somebody to work there that probably never existed 5 years ago. You know, with more options like that that are out there. But you guys are learning more of the skills, so go with that, and however you'd like to run with it when it comes to what you guys are learning in the workforce area.
I'm Ellie, and I know that there's been a huge growth for job options and opportunities. We have several more restaurants in town. We have lots of larger grocery stores. We have more banks. Basically anything that you can think of, we now have the opportunity to do in Watford City. I know the oil field has been a big part of our growth, and with that brought so many jobs and so many different opportunities for families to come and move up here. With me personally, I've worked at Wolf Pup Daycare, and that was something that I thought was really fun because I got to see all the different jobs from the parents that came to pick up their kids. You could just see what kind of job that they worked in based on what they wore to pick up their kids. And I just thought that that was so interesting to just see all the different jobs that are out there that I didn't even know existed with the growing population.
You know, we did a story a few years ago on the clothing of the oil patch, and in Wall Street, if you wear an Armani suit, that's like top of the line, right? In the Bakken, if you wear FR clothing, that's the Armani suit of the Bakken. Just fire-resistant clothing. So, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I'm Emma, and I've lived here my whole life, and I have seen it go from a very small town with not much to do to where it is now with like so many opportunities coming in for jobs. I've never had a job personally because I'm busy with my sports and stuff, but my siblings have had many opportunities for different jobs, along with lots of people that I've talked to coming in. Like my friends are getting jobs, and there's great opportunities for them as people to figure out what they want to do at a young age. And yeah.
I'm Ellie.
Yes.
Another thing that I think comes with being in the oil field, all of our jobs are very high paying, so it's good for students to be able to work. You don't have to work that many hours to make a lot of money for college or anything that you're going to be doing in your future.
How about the API event? You guys went there. It was kind of a big crowd there and some bright lights, if you will. How was the experience there? Lydia, you want to start?
Sure. It was definitely a new experience for all of us. I've never been to anything like that. My family isn't like directly their works aren't related to the oil field. So getting to see that and all those people come together to celebrate each other and all their accomplishments for the year was really cool.
I'm Ellie, and I think the banquet was a very eye-opening experience just to see all the people come together who work in the oil field and just really support one another. And you realize that everyone in the oil field isn't just working to make money for themselves. They also want to help everyone around them, and I thought that was really cool to see.
I'm Emma, and I really enjoyed the experience that I had. It was nice to watch people be grateful for others that had been around throughout the start of the boom to where it is now, and recognizing each other for each accomplishment they have made, and just coming together, and it was fun.
How about what's next for some of you? Are any of you planning jobs in the oil field or going to school for anything involving with the oil field? Or is there a skill that you're particularly interested in that maybe Patrick needs to get involved here, that, chef or something like that, thinking outside the box a little bit? Doesn't have to be all oil field related, because... Go ahead.
So a good program that we have with our school that's through our Ag and Business Department is the CWE program for career work experience. The high school seniors have the opportunity to spend a couple hours of their day working in one of the companies in our town, and that can go from the daycare, or you can shadow a welder, or I am a receptionist at our electric company, and or we have kids who go and they work at the hospital, and there's just so many different opportunities that come with that, and you get to get involved with all of the different businesses around and all of the different work experiences. So it's a good transition for the high school's kids to kind of see what real life is like, what real work life is like, and to see what the oil field has to offer, because there are a lot of our kids in the program who do work oil field jobs and who do see themselves going right into the workforce and not into college. And so this is a good opportunity for them to set a base and for them to get involved already. And I know that some of the jobs that are through the CWE program are starting to mentor and to have kids shadow. There's one who's shadowing a welder and learning the trade, and so that's you could be learning lots of different skills while you're in this kind of job.
How about anybody else? Some of the leadership roles, what do you guys want to see happen with this? I mean, it sounds like it's kind of a new program that you guys are going to have some input on, that you guys can mold it, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm thinking, so anything new in the beginning, the people in the beginning have got their input that can help shape it. So is there anything that you guys are liking about this, anything that you want to see maybe go a different direction, etc.?
I'm Ellie, and I'm really liking how involved the community is with our school. We're starting to get more attendance at basketball games and sporting events, and I think that's really important for the community to come support our students and help them know that they are doing good and their leadership positions are helping others. I'm really hoping to see this ambassador program grow more, so that the new students don't even have to be afraid. They're like, oh yeah, I hear about Watford City, I want to move there, I think it's super cool. So I'd really like to see more interest in the ambassador program from people who already live here. That way we can start bringing everyone's families up here, so families don't have to be living in different places.
I'm Lydia. Watching this ambassador program from the start to what it's at now has changed a ton. We work very closely with Pat's company, MBI, and we go and we talk to one of their crews and their workover crew just about the free tuition the college the next town over has and everything this school has to offer, and they were all really excited to have us keep coming back and keep asking them to find ways to get involved so they get to help out with the school. And I'm excited to see where this goes, because we have a couple more companies lined up to go talk to, and I'm excited to see who else has an interest in having us come speak and trying to get involved with the school.
This is Emma, and I think this ambassadors program has really opened workers' eyes here in Watford, realizing that bringing their kids and their families is an option, and it wouldn't be the worst situations like situation to move up here, even though it's really a hard switch for some people from like moving from Florida who never have snow and then come here and it's snow almost all the time. So I think it's really helped people keep moving here as an option, and so they can have their families with them.
Taylor here. I just think that for this ambassadors program being one of the start of it, I think is super important, and it's special for us kids to like be able to start it just here in the high school. But I know that there's lots of different opportunities for it to grow into different towns, and I think that's what I would like to see most, is that other towns in this area and even in other states who are facing the same issue, that they can start up this program and they can learn from us and how the success that we're getting from it. Also, I just think that it's not just us kids at the high school who are making it happen. It's everybody else who gets involved. It's everybody who supports the high school. It's everybody who supports going to the games, going to our musical concerts, going to just support everything that we do. And there's the only thing that's going to make it work is the relationships. And so the relationships that the school can make with companies can really help develop families when they move to North Dakota.
Any final thoughts? Anything we left out? Anything you want to reiterate, or anything that you think people should?
I'm Ellie. Another thing we have in Watford City is we really have a need for childcare, and just because of all the families that are moving up here with young kids who aren't in school yet, Wolf Pup Daycare has a long waiting list, and just because there isn't that many options to take your children to in Watford City. So we have a $5,000 grant if you would want to start an at-home daycare. So that's something that wouldn't be that hard to do, and it would really help with the childcare problem that we have.
Is that the place you worked at? You say you worked, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Look at you. You are being a student leader. Anybody else have any final thoughts or anything?
Going back on the Williston State that I mentioned earlier, that is the college that's about 45 minutes away from Watford City. They offer a regional scholarship to surrounding counties. They pay for your tuition. You get 2 forced semesters paid for all your credits. They have to be consecutive semesters, so fall and spring, and then fall and spring of the next year. But they cover all your fees and tuition, and you can apply scholarships on top of that, so it's not just that. So if you get a scholarship for housing, you can pay for it on top of your free tuition, and they are opening lots of new programs. They just revamped their agriculture program, and they're starting a new campus actually here in Watford City next year for their nursing program. And that's really just a good opportunity for the students in the surrounding counties that maybe don't know what they want to do and don't want to pay all that money for college. They can go, a lot of people go and get their 2 years done for their generals, and then they transfer when they have a better idea. Or they just have 2-year degrees for like welding, diesel mechanics. So that really opens up a lot of opportunities for students around here too, just to get a good idea of what they want before they go and spend all that money in college somewhere else.